This isn't me voiceovering this quick phone clip because it's way too windy, but today we're trying something new. We got a glorious 360 cam in the beautiful Miata. So let's try something new and get inside, shall we? So we're using the old 1R that I've had for quite some time. I found out that you can charge and use it at the same time. Meaning, I might quite literally have infinite amount of battery life, seeing as I have a 28,000 milliamp anchor charger there. So we're gonna do this, and what's gonna be cool about this is I'm gonna be able to show you literally all around me, behind, front, sides, everything. And one more thing I know you guys haven't seen yet, the cover off the wheel. Did you guys know that this magical, glorious, absolutely perfect steering wheel was underneath that cover this entire time? But let's switch to the 360 cam and let's get started. All right, it looks like we're recording. So what should be cool now is that I could point the camera anywhere I want in the video and show it to you guys, which is kind of cool. So I don't know how the hell this is gonna turn out. I hope it comes out good. But let's go see what kind of view ups we can get. It's been windy all week, so it's gonna be as clear as it's gonna be. I would have the windows down, but it would be absolutely insanely loud. The wind coming through on each of these little turns. All right, so we got some Patreon Q&As that we can do while we're coming up here. And first question right here, does Franny still ride her bike? Or does she still have her bike and does she still ride it? Funny you mentioned that. So she actually started working a little closer to the house now. And I was even gonna go out of my way, and because honestly, she has it, but it's literally just been sitting in the back of the garage this entire time, so. Yeah, it's not really ridden. It's literally just sitting in the back, jerking off spiders and fucking getting some cobwebs caught in its coochie hairs. But I do want to go out there one of these days and kind of just drain the tank and kind of fix her up, make her all nice again, you know. But as I mentioned before, she is trying to get the MT-03, and once she gets one of those, I'm probably going to ride the shit out of it. Now you guys could see behind me and beside me. The only thing I wish this camera did, which they have a newer camera out. I have to see if maybe they'll send it to me and I can do some videos and shit and check it out. But it's called like the Insta360 Go. I'm not sure if that one does 60 frames yet. But this one, at its max res, which you kind of need because you're filming in a 360 degree sphere. And you're kind of using that 360 footage to kind of put together the footage you can move around. It had to be CHP right there, right when I'm kind of having a little fun with the car. And we got our next question from a Joel. When you go take a shit in a public place and you know there's a lot of gas to back it up, do you cover the sound or let it fly? I actually don't know if I've ever been asked that one. If I'm in a public place, I'd probably have to say, it's people you'll never see again in your life, most likely. Let it fly. The most that's going to happen is you're going to give somebody a laugh and they're going to have a funny story to tell for the rest of the day. They're literally going to go and be like, right, I was just washing my hands at this fucking Target and this guy literally blew out his entire O-ring right next to me about 3 feet and arm's distance away, and I got some splatter on my shoes and laughed so hard I blew a hernia. Or some dumb shit like that. It's not, you're going to give some guy a funny story that he'll always remember and tell. So I would say, let it rip.
Look at this spot. Speaking of chooch spot, I think it's time to take us a little chooch break. But before we do, let's enjoy this view rope. And what's our next question here? From Nikita saying, is YouTube your full-time job or do you do something else for work? Also, I've been loving this 2-part filming style you've been doing. That bunker you found was pretty freaky. You should explore it like you did that bank vault. I would love to do the bunker, but there was like no physical interest. I actually did try, trust me. When I went up to that upper level, I thought there might have been like a rundown or something. And we'll answer the next question after this chooch break. Here's a cool little inside view of my my new favorite chooch spot, because if you look right here, you got a fun little bench set right here. You have this view rope all the way out here. Look at that shit. Look at that. And you got this glorious view. You got the mountains out there. That's the road that I'm going up. You can see it goes all the way down right here. And there's some houses that are lucky as shit on the top up there. And you just got your own little lonely chooch spot. There's the girl just sitting there looking out. Beat that car coming up. There's that little corner right there. All right, now finishing off what you were talking about there, YouTube being a full-time job. Now I'll give a little insight for those of you. You know, this dickhead here has been doing YouTube since 2007. How old were you guys in 2007? I was literally just finishing high school. I literally was still in high school when I made my channel, and I'm now 32 fucking years old. But I would say the days of YouTube are like being anything worthy of, if you're trying to go to you towards YouTube for like money and shit, and you know, having it as a job, those days are long gone. You missed that train. That train fucking came and gone a long time ago. I'd say the glory days of YouTube were 2016 and prior. Right after 2016, the website took a fat, juicy, peanut-covered shit with Charlie Brown and Snoopy fucking frolicking in it. So, yeah, most definitely YouTube is definitely not my full-time job. I wouldn't even be able to survive on YouTube. And the reason you still see me do YouTube is because I fucking love it. YouTube's fun. I've always just enjoyed doing it. It's fun as hell. It's literally a documentation of my life. At this point, for as long as I've doing it, I literally have like all these fun times from the past decade now, just on YouTube now to see, which is really cool. So yeah, the reasoning behind, I think, even especially like motovlogging, this shit just got so saturated like anything else. Anything that's popular is gonna get saturated. Remember Twitch? Remember gaming channels? Remember when gaming channels became a thing? When recording your gameplay became easier for the average dickhead to do? And now look at it. You could be the most entertaining dickhead in the world and ain't no one give a fuck about your gaming videos. Like literally. That's kind of how like motovlogging's become. It's so saturated and there's so many people doing it. GoPros are a dime a dozen now that anybody and their mom can do them now, you know what I mean? So I think that mentality goes with a lot of things in life. All right, let's head back down. I wanted to do all this as like a little test for this 360 cam. I remember my boy Jake the Garden Snake's been primarily using these, I know now, and you know what? He's like mastered these things down. He knows how to set it up good. He's got a fucking big ass pole in front of his bike and shit. I really like what he does with them. Dude, look at this view, dude. It doesn't get much better than that. You know what I just realized? Where the camera's mounted, with it being 360, it's going to be quite literally like your head sitting in the passenger seat in the car with me. I think out of all the experimentations I did of like camera angles and all that, I think this one was my favorite because it felt kind of like It felt like you're sitting in the car with me kind of deal. It felt cool. I gotta get that sick ass pic right here real quick. Oh my god, I almost floored it right there. I always hear like a pop when I'm gunning it, like a little queef. I wonder if my car queefs from the back. I don't know why, but every time I drive on these roads, I just get so lost in it that I don't realize I'm doing it. I'm like kind of like a ghost of myself driving, if that makes sense. And quiffing the quaffs and quaffing the quiffs. Icy. Dude, that'd suck. You like take this corner and it ends up being like fucking slippier than Oprah's asshole after Taco Bell wings. Whoa, getting the old hauler truck V ropes. It's like that one bush over there rocking. It looks like Ace Ventura when that fucking ape fucks that guy at the end. Hey, look, another Mazda, but it's a Mazda 3. There's a cop right here. He's like doing his yep, there he is right there. The old Tahoe. Literally every CHP dickhead out here rocks a Tahoe. And this is where that sinkhole was right here. It looks like they're continuing to monitor and brace it up or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know how you brace up earth, but that's probably what they're doing. Well, ladies and dickheads, I just wanted to take you along on this little drive in the Miata on the 360 cam. Tell me how you liked it. Just something different. Not sure if I'm going to do this again or any more often. If it ends up being cool as shit, I might. But, yeah, I just want to do this little one-off random video with this camera. Just see how it fucking turns out. But, yeah, all links will be down below if you want to support me in any way, shape, or form. Giving them my shirts, keychains, stickers, etc. And, as always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the... out of that like button. You guys have a real good day. I'll see you guys later. Twin.